Hey, what is going on YouTube? Ferndude here, and today I got a brand new video. And if you guys haven't seen from the title already, this is how long does it take to get kicked out for being idle in a multiplayer online match. And so this took a lot of research and time for me to look at how long it took for you to be kicked out and everything. So let's just get started right away into this video. So the first match that we have is a core team deathmatch, and it lasted about a minute without me getting without me dying or anything, or being kicked from the server. I mean, I did get kicked from the server for being idle, but I didn't die or anything. I just stood there and waited for a minute. It took me quite a while to find all this research and time it and everything, and make sure the timing was precise. And I guess some of my research was pretty okay, but yeah. So what happens is that I was testing to see if it takes longer for you to be just join the game, and then you go do what you need to do, and if it lasts longer, how long you get kicked, or if it's shorter. So right now we're at 45 seconds, and I got kicked out, I believe about a minute later. Yeah. And so I just stood there waiting. I have the gold KN44 finally unlocked. And so 57, 58, 59, 60, and then I got kicked out because I was already gone for a minute. And so right now, as you can see, you will just pop up right now the being idle for too long. And right there should be, and yeah, right there. So yeah, it says right there I should be kicked out for being too idle, and idle for too long. And so then I quit, and then I joined a core domination match, which lasted about 3 minutes and 35 seconds. Though I did die a couple of times while I was recording it, and I just showed the deaths because timing it for 3 minutes would be too long for this own little video. And so right there you see me just casually just standing there, not doing anything, not pressing buttons. Even if I saw people walking by, I didn't even shoot them because I didn't want the information to be false. And so I just stood there and took deaths and everything, which yeah. And I died about 5 times. I counted. I don't know if I'm correct or if I'm wrong. Right now, after I believe 30 seconds, somebody came up with a talent and killed me. So yeah, I was pretty disappointed in that death. And so yeah, so I noticed that it might be better. I don't know, because I didn't test the not even joining in or choosing your gun and joining in the match for core modes, but for hardcore modes I did do that for the 3rd and 4th, I believe, 3rd and 4th try. So yeah, I have a total of 5 tries in this video, and as you can see, I keep dying. I died about 5 times, and that's why I lasted longer in this match being idle. So yeah, so I didn't want this information to be false, so I tried it again. Though I tried it again in a hardcore match, and it was hardcore TDM for like the rest, because I didn't have time to wait for you to respawn in if I died or anything. So yeah, unless Treyarch took that out in the recent update, and I haven't even checked, because I thought that team deathmatch on hardcore had a respawn waiting time. So anyway, yeah, I got kicked out right there. I believe it was 3 minutes and 34 seconds, but I just rounded it off to 3 minutes and 35 seconds because it sounds, you know, better and it looks more appropriate. So right there, 3 minutes 35 seconds it took me to get kicked out of that core domination match. Even though I did die 5 times, I'm repeating myself. Yeah, so that was quite a long time. I believe if you're doing your stuff that you're trying to do while you're moving away away from the Xbox. So right now, as you can see, I went into a hardcore, and I just chose team deathmatch just so that I could show the previous team deathmatch on core and hardcore, see if there's a difference. But I decided to not choose my gun, see how long it would take, if it would be faster, longer, slower. And I believe this one was 58 seconds with no gun equipped. And yeah, so I guess it was a pretty long time before I was kicked, and yeah. You see the ferro right there without any attachments. Well, I didn't put any attachments because I wasn't really using the ferro that much until you see the 5th hardcore team deathmatch video where I actually do choose it, and I lasted there for a minute. So yeah, I just feel like Treyarch has made the idle time being kicked out too short. Like, I can't even do my business if my, parents call you, or if you have to use the bathroom, even holding it because you were trying to smash and get that dark matter camo or that gold camo or diamond camo or whatever. And yeah, so right here I got kicked out 58 seconds and 17 milliseconds. And that was quite fast, faster than the team deathmatch. But just to be safe, I did this again in another hardcore, and it was 1 minute and 7 seconds, which was, I guess, longer. And so I rounded that off, and the average was 83.5 seconds, so 83.5 seconds. And my remote battery is dying right there. So yeah, it was 83 minutes and, no, sorry, 83 seconds and half a millisecond, or 5.5. And so yeah, that's a pretty long time in my opinion for you to be waiting. And I guess the average is a minute. Well, right now, a minute, I believe. And so I guess that's not a long time. Like, for example, GTA has about, I believe, 5 minutes for you to stay until you get kicked out, and they warn you. They have a message pop up, and it says that you'll be kicked. So right there, you can see 1 minute and 7 seconds is how long it took me to be kicked from that match. And so then I went into another hardcore team deathmatch, but I actually chose a gun this time, and saw how long it took me. I did not die this time. I just spawned in, and it lasted a minute. So I guess the average is a minute that Treyarch has for you to stand and not be idle. To, which I guess is, in perspective, a long time if you're sitting here and just waiting. Because for me, it took a long time for me to get kicked out. But I guess if you're doing stuff, it seems a lot shorter. Like 30 seconds, you get kicked out, which in my opinion is pretty fast. I mean, like, for example, GTA with the 5 minute, I believe, for you to stay until you get kicked out of their online server. But then again, GTA 5 isn't as fast paced and as wild as Call of Duty, especially now with more dynamics and wall running and the double jumping and the dash and all that stuff. So yeah, I guess it is a reasonable time, but at the same time, I can't do my stuff if I have to use the bathroom or anything. And so yeah, right there you can see 1 minute it ran out, and I got the black screen that made me go to the notification saying that there was an error. So as you can see right there. So anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you did. Comment me if you think that Treyarch should boost up the time. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Also click the link below. I'll leave the last video that I made. And hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, subscribe if you're new to this channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.